Okay, so about 2 years ago, I shut down the business that was making me $15,000 a month to build an info product agency. And 3 months after I made that decision, I got back up to $15,000 months in my new business. 2 months after that, I scaled past $25,000 months. And about a year later, I hit $100,000 a month inside of my info product agency. So my goal in this video is to give you a full step-by-step blueprint on what I would do if I had to start all over as a complete beginner. From scratch, you have no skills, no network, no personal brand. You're just some little kid on the internet who's watching this video and you're like, Ben, please teach me how to make money online working with people who sell courses and coaching. So to do this, first you need to understand how this business model works. And I'll give you a brief TLDR on, is that how it says? Yeah, too long, don't read. A brief TLDR on how this business works. So take your typical dropshipping guru or Amazon FBA guru or Airbnb coach or investing coach. You know, these people will start by making content just like this. You've seen all of these types of people. And what happens when you do that is the goal is to show that you're a credible source of information. So you're talking about the business, you're showing that you have proof that you are somebody worth listening to. And once you do that and you start to build that audience, people want to learn more from you. So then you present them with an offer. That can be your course or your coaching. And if you have a big enough audience, you can make a lot of money doing this. And what that does is it creates an opportunity for somebody like you or me to come in and help them make more money. So your goal at first, when you're starting from scratch, is to identify the skill set that you're gonna need to be able to go help business owners like this. So to really scale an info product, you're not gonna be wearing every hat in that business. Your goal is gonna be making the content, and then you have people that are building your funnels, that are writing your copy, that are managing your sales team, that are doing all of the back end stuff and all of the systems and all of the more boring work that isn't being in front of the camera. And if you're watching this right now, this should be like a light bulb going off in your head type of moment. That's how business works. You learn skills that you can go to people who need those skills and need those services, and then you make them more money, they pay you, and everybody's happy. So the one skill that you need to start with if you're gonna build this type of business is copywriting. And the reason for that is because it's a very versatile skill. You can use that for email copy, for video sales letter scripts, for short form content scripts, for YouTube video scripts. Like, think about, again, how this business model works. They need to get a lot of attention and they can need to convert the attention. The one thing that applies to all of that is copy. So if you start by learning copy, you can apply that in many different ways, and then you can get your foot in the door with different types of clients. You can just get an email client, you can get a short form content scripting client, you can get a video sales letter client. It truly opens a lot of doors for you, and it gives you all of this value in a pretty short amount of time. So here's how you learn copywriting really fucking quickly. First, you need to expose yourself to good copy. Any email list that you see, subscribe to it. See what they're writing in those emails. And whenever you're scrolling through Instagram and you see somebody who's selling a course or who's talking about some sort of way to make money online, start to pay attention to their content and their copy and their video sales letters and all of that information. Your brain will just start to recognize patterns and start to understand how marketing messages work. You have to like train your subconscious by doing this and give yourself a bunch of real life examples. Like when I first started out, I had a folder of probably 200 or 300 bookmarked funnels that I would just see somebody's ad, I'd click on it, I'd go to their landing page, I'd read through all of their copy, I'd subscribe to their email list, and that was like all of the proof that I ever needed, that was all the examples I ever needed, and it subconsciously taught me how to write copy. The next thing you have to do is start to get reps. And so to get reps before you have any clients, all you need to do is go make samples. And this is gonna come in later when you start outreach. You're gonna have a portfolio, you're gonna have all of these samples that you've written. So pick people that you like on social media who you're like, oh, I like his personal brand. Like let's take TJR for example. He's got a really big trading personal brand. and he sells a mastermind. So you could take somebody like him and write a sample VSL for him. You could write sample emails, you could write sample short form scripts or your YouTube video scripts, and just start to build your portfolio this way. And you can do this with anybody that you see that you want to work with. And it'll be pretty hard at first. You'll be like, I don't really know what to write about, I don't know how to come up with angles, but over time it gets really easy. Like now I can knock out an email in 10 minutes, I can knock out a VSL, I can script an entire webinar in an hour. The other few resources that I can give you here as far as learning copywriting, first 3 books, Cashvertising, Copywriting Secrets, and the Boron Letters. And then this Thursday, I'm hosting a free class that you should go sign up for that'll teach you all about this business model and more. And obviously, I will be selling you something at the end. I don't understand why everybody's like, oh no, it's totally free, I'm not selling you anything. I am selling you something at the end, but you're not required to buy it. Nobody's putting a gun to your head like, you need to buy this course. It's gonna be sick though. Show up, you'll learn a lot. It's completely free. Click the link in the description or the bio, or whatever the fuck it's called. Let's continue. Once you understand the fundamentals of copywriting and you've built up a little bit of a portfolio, you have your emails, you have some short form scripts that you've written, you have some sample VSLs, now you're ready to start outreach. And because you have those things, that is your proof of work when you start outreach. And so this is where it gets interesting, because people will say, oh, copywriting is saturated, or this business model is saturated. And I'm here to tell you that no business model is saturated because everyone else sucks. I get pitches in my inbox every day, and 99% of them, probably 99.9% of them are fucking terrible. They're like, hey bro, are you doing anything with email right now? Or they're like, hey bro, I'm a coach and I can help you maximize your testosterone, like just random fucking shit, right? And if you can just show that you're competent and you can be a little crafty in your outreach, it is not hard to get clients. I'm telling you, I have people in my mentorship program that are getting clients left and right because they're sending quality pitches. They're not just like spamming everybody and saying, bro, here are my samples, like please hire me. Like most of them honestly don't even have samples. So if you do, that even gives you a leg up. Like you can send that out, you can send voice notes, you can send looms, like everything works, but being dumb and just going for quantity does not work. But you have to just show that you are competent, show that you are credible, and that you are somebody that other people will want to work with, and you will get clients. And this is really just a mindset game. Once you understand that, then it's just like, okay, I'm always one DM away. If I can just commit to sending 5 to 10 really good pitches every single day for the next 30 days, the next 60 days, the next 90 days, however long it takes, it is unreasonable to imagine that I don't get a half-decent client. And that's the thing, you don't know how long it's gonna take, you don't know if that first client is gonna end up working out, you might hop on the sales call and look like an absolute idiot and you'll be like, oh my God, I fumbled this opportunity, but there are plenty of potential prospects. And all you need is one. Like that's really all it takes. You just need one big win and then a whole world of opportunity opens up for you. But you just have to be smart and you can't quit before you reach that point. It's like the meme where somebody's digging for gold and they stop 5 feet or 3 feet from gold. You know what I'm talking about probably. Most people do that, or most people just blindly send outreach messages and then they get absolute shitty clients, if any at all. That's not gonna be you because you watch this video and you understand that quality over quantity in outreach, but obviously you still need to send a high volume to increase your chances of getting a client as quickly as possible. So once you get that first client, this is where it gets fun. That can be your $10,000 months right away. If you can scale with them and you can set up a deal structure where you are properly incentivized, maybe you get a rev share, that can make you 10 grand a month. Is it definitely gonna happen that way? Probably not. But if you maximize that opportunity and you go above and beyond to get the best result possible for them, and maybe that means you start to do things that you didn't even initially sign up for, pause, that not things like that, but things as in other ways to help their business. Meaning, let's say you sign them on an email retainer and your job is to write 4 or 5 emails for them every week, but you see that their VSL needs to be redone or there's a gap in their sales process, and you're able to identify like, okay, how can we fix this? And then you go and you present your client the solution to a problem that they're having, and then you start to take over more pieces of their business, and then you become kind of a growth partner for them. That's how you end up turning a $3,000 a month email retainer into a $10,000 a month client, or even $50,000 a month client. Like that's exactly what I did. So first, you need to maximize the opportunity with your current client, but also understand that not every client is gonna be that game changer, that whale for you, just because not everybody has the personality and the infrastructure to build a multi-six-figure per month info product business. And that's okay. That doesn't mean you can't keep clients that are only paying you a few grand a month, but you should also continue to do outreach and continue to show the prospects that you're reaching out to, hey, I'm working with this guy, we're doing this, this, and this, and we're getting some results. That you can leverage that, even if it's not the best client in the world, you can leverage it to get your next client, and maybe that one turns out to be the 10, 20, 50K a month client. The real battle here is getting over the voice in your head that will try to distract you, that will try to tell you that there's a different business model that'll be better for you, or that just tries to sabotage you. I think whenever you start to change anything in your life, that change is scary to your ego, because that means your standards are gonna evolve and you're gonna have to hold yourself to a higher standard, and you're gonna wanna revert back to the way that you were before. But if you can get over that, if you can be persistent, if you can just consistently show up every day and do your best, that's how you win. So anyway, there's the step-by-step blueprint that you need to go and make a fuck ton of money running an info product agency. If you're still watching this, go sign up for the free class below if you haven't already. Like, subscribe, comment, share this with your grandma. Peace.